Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the IELTS speaking part 3 with the examiner Siti Zahratul Chosiyah and the candidate is Helmalia Wati. Okay, Helma, I have some question for you and the topic is about art. So the first question is, what kind of art do you enjoy?
Okay, I enjoy in martial art, especially in pencaksilat, because pencaksilat is not only learn about self-defense, but also learns about art, especially art of Indonesia.
So, what are the tradition art from in your country, especially in Indonesia?
Yes, in my country, Indonesia, famous for diversity of art and culture, and the pencaksilat is one of an martial arts, uh, and it's really good to learn it.
So, as you mentioned earlier about pencaksilat, what makes a good that art?
I remember that three phrases as a jargon of pencaksilat. In bahasa, bela diri, bela bangsa, bela negara. Bela diri means self-defense, bela bangsa means defending the nation, bela negara is defending the country. And I think it can representatively about how extraordinary pencaksilat itself.
So, do you think children should study art at school?
Of course, in Indonesia, especially in school from elementary school until high school, pencaksilat is one of the course of their school. And students can learning pencaksilat is not only for sport, but also for learning about Indonesian itself.
I agree with you, that's a good opinion. And how can children benefit from learning this art?
Of course, students can the benefit of pencaksilat from for students is students can learn about historical Indonesia behind it, and students can improving their skill and their ability, especially in their health. Of course, if they do movements of pencaksilat.
And so the last question is, how has the art changed in the last few decades in your country?
Yes, the change and improving the pencaksilat from few years ago. Uh, from pencaksilat is local martial art, and now pencaksilat is part of sport in the SEA Games. Of course, is make pride for Indonesia, and I hope pencaksilat can grow up to all the countries in the world.
Okay, Helma, thank you for doing the test and I hope you get the best result.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the IELTS speaking test part 3, and with me, ex-minor Helmalia Wati, and the candidate Zahratul Chosiyah. Okay, so this topic is about the sport, and I have some question for you, Zara. The first question is, what types of sport are popular in your country? Please, Zara.
Okay, in my country, there are so many kind of sports such as badminton, traditional sport, and etc. But football is the most popular sport in my country because this sport is very popular among children to adults. And many Indonesian children dream of to becoming professional football player and representing their country on the international stage, for example, like FIFA.
Okay, great. And the second question is, what are the benefits of playing a sport like you mentioned before?
Okay, so like I mentioned before, it's about football, but I also mentioned about the general to play a sport. So in general, when playing sport, we get many benefits. Firstly, it can help us to keep the body fit and healthy, and it is also improve our cognitive skill, such as decision making, concentration, and problem solving. So, for example, in football, we can improve our teamwork, leadership skill, and social interaction, which are important for personal and professional development. And in addition, exercising can help us to reduce stress and improve our mental health.
Yes, I agree with you, Zara. So the next question is, what do you think about the type of sport that are popular will change in the future?
Okay, I think along with the time in Indonesia, I'm sure the type of sport that are popular in Indonesia will continue to develop and change in the future. Like for example, now as technology develop, sport is much preferred. Like for example, Mobile Legend, PUBG. This sport has also won a gold medal representing my country in international tournament. And in fact, Indonesia now often hold esport competition tournament, for example, like MPLID. So I'm sure as time goes by, the type of sport will change in the future.
That's amazing opinion. Okay, the last question is, how can sport bring people from different countries closer together?
I think sport can bring people from different countries closer together in a number of ways. For example, like I mentioned earlier about international sporting event football, FIFA, and the other like Olympic bring together athletes and spectators from around the world and providing a platform for cross-cultural interaction and understanding.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Zara, for your great opinion. And so I think that's all for today's discussion. And so see you